the Zionist movement came to Palestine with the idea that to make Palestine a Jewish state, you have to get over the problem of the fact that the vast majority of people in Palestine are not Jews, are Palestinians, Muslims mainly, but also a large Christian community. And they were looking for a way of, I would call it, de-Arabizing, in turning Palestine from an Arab country to a Jewish country. Their ability to do it depended on their own capacity and depended on how much the new rulers of Palestine, Britain, that ruled Palestine between 1918 and 1948, would allow them to do that. So the first ethnic cleansing of Palestine was quite minimal because it was done in the 1920s when Britain was still responsible for law and order and did not allow the Zionist movement to go on a very vast project of ethnic cleansing. But in 1926, the Zionist movement bought land mainly from owners of land who were not Palestinians, who lived in Beirut. And on that land, there were already 11 to 13, some would say even 15 Palestinian villages. And with the help of the British, already in 1926, these 13 Palestinian villages were expelled and their land became the first Zionist colonies in Palestine. But the most important moment in the history of Palestine came in 1948 when Britain decided to end its rule on Palestine and created this vacuum because it was not very clear what would follow the British rule. And the moment it was clear to the Zionist leadership, and especially to the most important leader of the Zionist movement at the time, David Ben-Gurion, who became later the first Israeli prime minister, that it was very clear to them, the moment they knew that Britain is not going to rule Palestine anymore, to prepare a project, a plan for expelling as many Palestinians as possible. And they began the ethnic cleansing, the mass expulsion of Palestinians, already when Britain was still in Palestine.